I'm not wearing any foundation today. I'm going to show you how I do my no foundation makeup routine using many brands from many different price ranges. I've just been doing this a lot lately on Instagram stories and here in several videos. You don't need perfect skin to skip foundation, and you don't need foundation to even out your skin tone. You can customize this to suit your own needs, of course. This video is sponsored by Clinique to introduce a new skincare product that they launched. It takes a lot less time to not use foundation and it's less maintenance. So whatever your reason is for not wanting to use foundation, I do hope this video helps you today. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and we can go ahead and get into getting this, you know, kind of somewhat flawless look with no foundation. First and foremost, with any makeup look, especially if you're wearing no foundation, is starting out with really good skin prep. I just did an updated skincare routine. I will have that linked up in the card and down below if you haven't seen it. I know a lot of you are like me in that you're very into anti-aging skincare and you're trying to target a lot of things at once. I use a lot of different things in my skincare routine, so if I can combine anything, I try to do it. The new Clinique Smart Clinical MD has 2 formulas in one jar, literally 2 formulas side by side in one jar. So instead of looking at just skin type and age, which is what a lot of products do, they looked at it more like dermatologists do, and they looked at face shape. They took into consideration that most of us are actually trying to firm as well as plump up areas, and so that's what they did with this product. So both of these sides tackle wrinkles, dullness, and uneven tone, and they have a resculpt side which firms, lifts, and contours, and that is what I put on the jowl, neck, and jaw area. And the revolumized side is the side that plumps, and that's what I put around my eye area, nasolabial folds, forehead, and cheeks. I use this after I do all of my cleansing and toning and apply all the lighter products like the serums and treatments and things like that. This goes on before my moisturizer or sunscreen, or both if I'm using both that day. And I just put it on very targeted areas where I feel like I need it. I can use it morning and night. It wears well under makeup or by itself, and that's what I wanted to show you today because I feel like it just works really well even under my eye cream. There's no fragrance. It's $69 for both formulas in one jar. You can visit your local Clinique counter or find it online, and I have been really enjoying this product so far. So I and Clinique wanted to let you guys know that there's a product out there that helps address volume loss as well as definition, which I think is pretty cool. So that is kind of the first step, and then next I'm going to apply my sunscreen. While I am letting my sunscreen sink in, I'm going to move on to the voiceover part because you guys told me you really enjoyed that with my last tutorial because you were able to really concentrate on what was going on my face and really listen to what I was saying. I'm going to try and get you a little bit closer to what's going on. Leave me your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this no foundation makeup tutorial, routine, look, and we can get into it. Today I mixed a Neutrogena primer with Drunk Elephant D-Bronzi. I will have all my product links in my description box. I definitely would recommend using a primer when you're not wearing foundation. It'll keep your makeup from sliding off of your face and help it last longer throughout the day. Your makeup won't have anything to really grip to if you're not wearing foundation, so primer will help that. I added the D-Bronzi just to give a little extra glow to the face. I just kind of like that when I'm not wearing foundation. That is optional. I love using the BareMinerals BarePro Stick Concealer underneath my eyes, especially for natural looks. It kind of takes on the texture of your skin, yet it still covers really well and looks natural. It's very creamy and hydrating. I have dry under eyes despite my oily combination skin, and it just works really well for that. The shade that I use is just a tad bit lighter than my skin tone, and it helps brighten. I like to expand it a little bit past my under eye area so that you don't look like you have raccoon eyes. I also take a little bit onto my eyelids, just kind of the remainder, to color correct there. I'll also add a little bit extra on the darkest part of my under eye area, that hollow. It just works really well at looking super natural on my skin. To to spot conceal on my face any sunspots, imperfections, hyperpigmentation, I really like using the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. It's closer to my skin tone than the BareMinerals concealer I just used under my eyes. I like to blur these spots a little bit when I'm doing a natural look like this, but I kind of like the look of some imperfections. It looks more like real skin. This isn't really a no makeup look, but I still like things to look kind of natural. So I'm just going to conceal any redness on my face and just minor things and make it look natural, you know, like skin. When you're doing a natural everyday look like this, it's really important to keep your brows natural. So I like to use a very slim brow pencil like the new Hourglass Arch or a brow pen because they come the closest to actually looking like natural brow hairs. I'm using a neutral toned Milani lip liner to line and fill in my lips. I very lightly overdraw my lips, not too much. It just looks nice and natural and neutral and kind of makes my lips look a little bit fuller and goes with really any lip color I choose. Back to the brows, I took a tinted brow gel through my brows because I wanted a little bit of fullness. Guys, I cannot stop using these by Terry Hyaluronic Hydra powders. I have kind of rediscovered the translucent one that I used to not really like underneath my eyes. I have been using about half the amount I tried to use before, which was almost nothing, and it's working beautifully now. I'm loving how natural it looks, as you can see in this video. And by Terry just came out with new tinted versions of this hyaluronic powder, and you can see how much this blurs my pores. It's unbelievable. It mattifies while not flattening the face. I have been loving these and using these in some way every single day. Some of you may have wondered why I didn't use cream products for this look. I find that when I'm not wearing foundation, even if I do wear a primer, that powders that have a little bit of a sheen to them just wear a little bit longer than creams that can kind of slip and slide around. I like to take bronzer across the areas that naturally get sun to keep the look really natural. Contouring is an option for those of you who want to do this look in a non-supernatural setting. I just wanted to show that it can be done and still look, you know, appropriate. And in a second, I'm going to show you a super lazy, quick way to blend this out. The Jouer blush duos cannot be missed if you like a really lovely product that has a sheen to it but isn't glittery or obvious on the face. I use these on my cheeks and my transition area as well as on my lower lash line. They're just subtle and give a beautiful natural glow. You can also use bronzer in your transition and on your lower lash line if you want to go that route. I do that quite often. That lazy blending I was talking about earlier, here it is. I love a sheer finishing powder over the top of my color products to help set them so they last longer. And so they diffuse the look and make it look seamless, and to tone color down if you've gone overboard. It's an optional step and it doesn't make anything look too powdery like you think it would. I usually highlight before I do my finishing powder step, but when I skip foundation, I love the look of dusting highlighter on top. Really working it into the skin will give a natural sheen versus just lightly dusting it on. And if you work it in with your finger, it will increase that effect even more. I'm all about the one and done eyeshadow look, and I'm all about cream and liquid shadows, and this Revlon Color Stay shadow is beautiful. They have several beautiful colors that work super well as one and done shadows. I literally just pat them on with my finger and then blend out the edges with a brush. It's so easy and so quick. This might be the easiest way to apply eyeliner ever. I just take a pencil eyeliner and scribble it glide it across the top of my lash line, and I'm not really even careful. I just open and close my eye to kind of assess. I then take a pencil brush and smudge it out. I keep my eye closed and kind of expand it towards the outer third to kind of give a little mini wing, and I just look in the mirror periodically to assess it. You can leave it confined to the lash line, you don't have to wing it. If I've smudged it too much and faded it a little bit, I'll just go back with the pencil and darken it in a little bit more, smudge it, kind of play around with it. It's so easy. The final step is using a setting mist, so everything lasts throughout the day and looks beautiful. You can use a mattifying or a hydrating one, but here it is with the mascara and lip color applied. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, you don't have to have an even skin tone or perfect skin. I really kind of like having some of my imperfections showing through. You know, you can see my sunspots here and here, and it doesn't have to always be a no makeup look either. I could easily wear this to work or anywhere and it looks nice and put together, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this. Leave me your comments down below. If you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. Thank you again to Clinique for sponsoring this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.